Are you crying over losing a partner, or you've lost a relationship or a friendship and you really feel immensely sad and you don't know how to handle it? Hold on, girl. I got you. I got you. As a me, as a person, I've also gone through a lot of heartbreaks, and I've also gone through a lot of heartbreaks from relationship and friendships as well. I've also got cheated on and I got betrayed, all these things. But obviously, I mean, I got over it. And every time when something bad happens to me, like even my mom is like, one thing I like about you, Tiara, is that whenever you get like heartbroken or like something bad happened to you, you're always leveling up on every single level. You're not just sitting there just feeling sorry about yourself and playing the victim and oh my god, I did life as a no. I just make sure that I just bust up on every single level. And every time also when something bad happens to me, I get over it for about like 4 days, then sing right. And honestly, it's not because I acted like I didn't care about them, but it's more of like I did the things that I'm going to mention in this video that helped me from healing, like extremely healing. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can handle any situation of like heartbreak like nobody gives a shit. So yeah, I hope they can help you as well. So yeah. So the first thing I want you to do, I want you to ask yourself, are you heartbroken or is your ego broken? What do I mean by this? Most of the time when our ego is broken, we tend to look at our own like self-worth, and we base like this whole situation of like, oh my god, shukuthi maybe like okay umnikeze kangcono kunami, or shuthi yini okay muhle kunami, and like in kunami in kunami. Like calm down, stop making like the situation of like oh my god it's because of me. It's never about you. The problem is not you. The thing is when about you is fair, and that's the issue. It's never about you, especially if the relationship or whatever ended because of like someone who betrayed you. It's their issue. The issue is them. It's them. It's never about you. So I'm telling you, baby, it's never about you. So ask yourself, is your ego broken or your heart is broken? Because if you think like like your ego is broken, don't make this whole situation of like, oh, it defines me. It shouldn't define you. It never I define mina kancane. The issue wena ukuthi bowutshele nomuntu obeka ne-character yokushida. Because if you could just look at people on an energetic level, who does something like that to other people? Who in their right mind does something like that to other people? How do they even sleep? How do they even think? First of all, it's very selfish of them, okay? Second of all, about consideration of my feelings work. If they are not considering your feelings, nalo omunye ngeke ba consider my feelings work. Again and again, nakulo omunye ngeke ba consider my feelings work. So it's just that wena and then you were just like both you and umuntu are wrong. That's the issue. That's the only problem. It's never about you, because lo muntu lo into eyenzakalile njoba achitile or whatever, lo muntu lo ushintshe umuntu, but then the character stays the same. So it's never about you. So really ask yourself, are you ego broken or is your heart broken? So if your heart is broken, it's just when again inhliziyo yakho ibuhlungu because bowumthanda and then like umangela ukuthi wayebetray at the same time. It's really really sad, okay? And it's okay to feel sad, but really ask yourself, is your ego broken or are you heartbroken? And screw that, by the way. Maybe if like you tried a business and it didn't work out, okay, and you think like and you're nakusasa. If you're kuyenza today nakusasa uzokhona try it again and try it again, and uzobona uzoba right kule business leyo. Like for example, even I've also went through a lot of things, and I've never worked like in Darwin or into situations thinking like, oh my god, like why is this happening to me? No, I look at the situation and I think like, what is this teaching me? And to uzobona. And I've also realized ukuthi yazini because ezinye izinto mangizenza, like literally when I come out of it, it's like what the fuck, like what the fuck was I in? But see, angikhona ukuntshela kodwa though ngalezi zinto lezi, because you most of guys are not in that mental state to listen to these things. So angeke nize ningikhole, by the way, noma ngathi ngiyantshela. So I would not tell you guys these things, but I know for myself many miracles have happened to me, And if you could just go on that relationship and think like, okay, this is nice, but then if something bad happens to you, think of it like, what is this teaching me? If you run that business and I hammer, you are not a loser. Stop making it and be like, oh my god, like it defines my worth, or I'm a loser. You are not a loser. It's either you win or it's a lesson. You won already. You are a winner. You are not a loser. So if right now you're feeling immensely sad, I want you to cry to me. Cry. And don't think like, hey, no, you loved someone and they betrayed you or whatever. It's really, really sad. Or you tried that business and I hamagat. Like even I, when I shooted like I'm a video, I expected like someone to be like, oh my god, like Tia, wow, like your videos changed my life, or like your videos saved my life. Thank you for the advice. And Azanga I told, and I was really concerned. So it's really okay to, like, and it's very like good normal. You feel as sad. So I want you right now to cry your eyes out. If you want to every single day uvuke when I'm up happy, go and do that. If right now you're feeling as go and do that. If right now you're feeling as you could just sit in Betinag and just binge eat that ice cream, you go and do that. But make sure that you do not suppress those emotions, because rather cry now than just suppress those emotions. And now my emotions, like, they are going to turn into bitterness, and you will bleed on people that did not cut you. They don't deserve that. Uzoyikhipha leyo anger nama-frustrations wakho phezu kwabanye abantwana, and abayideserve leyo nto leyo. So make sure that you cry right now. But then I give you a maximum 3 weeks, Shum. Maximum 3 weeks of crying. Because by the 4th week, it's a month. And by the month of you still crying, it's just you basically deciding good, you're not moving on. So you're just gonna dwell on crying. No, Chomi, also pick yourself up again and make sure with Chomi you glow up. Okay, you glow up. But for now, Chomi, Chomi, we are gonna cry. For now, Chomi, sizokhala khona manje. So because no ngaphuza nepilisi, ipilisi shoma lizala. So the only thing ozohila lentole is the emotions. Let them purge, let them process, accept them, really feel them. And then and uzoba noma lokubhiza ukhala shoma uzoba like uzoba like uzohila kancane. So make sure you take your own time and then you cry. The other thing that can also help you from this healing journey, make sure ukuthi uthola someone ongaloku ubhiza ukhuluma ngale situation over and over again. Like, oh my god, guys, God bless umngane wami uThimo, because obviously umngane wami uThimo njengoba besihlala bengihlala kubo, not kubo actually, behlala ejaridini eliyi-1. So obviously besi close and besibaba mangani. Every time I went to a relationship or something happened to me, I talk about the same situation over and over again. And naye uyayenza le nto kimi, and guys, iyancedisa le nto leyo, because rather talk, because it feels good to talk. It feels good. It feels good to talk and venting, you know. But instead of like uhleli wena and just suffering, you're just suffering in your own thoughts. Angeke kusize le nto leyo, because your mind, you're always in your head replaying this situation over and over again in your head. And ingqondo yakho Chomi itshela ukuthi you are still getting heartbroken over and over again. And you don't deserve this. You don't deserve it, Chomi. You don't deserve this. Because you are being terrorized by a thought that does not exist. So make sure, Chomi, you're always talking. Kuluma. You can even talk to God. You guys need to start giving your problems to God, honestly. I do that all the time. I'm like, okay, God, like this happened to me, give it. I don't care. I'm not gonna engage with this. Because clearly it was going on. And he is willing to help you. And when you are saying you're just suffering in your own thoughts. And then talk. It feels good to talk. So make sure you talk about the same situation over and over again. And warning, after talking about the same situation, right? Don't mention their name. You know why? You can talk about them, but don't mention their name. Because if you're going to speak like ikamalaki, you are going to amplify it. Okay, you are going to amplify this relationship, or like that love you have for them, like the attachment. And when you have this attachment, they will suck your light. No, baby, you need that energy. Your energy is limited. Okay, your energy is limited, so act like it. make sure that because umlomo uyadala, umlomo is very powerful, umlomo umloyi omkhulu. So make sure that after you've talked about the same situation and you have healed it, and now uyazizwa ukuthi doesn't, yeah, sengi-acceptile iyenzekile, like I take my lessons and I just move on. Make sure that like igama like you like awuphindi mention as well. If you're also comfortable with doing this, I want you to ask this person, right? If nakona alright, like we have, like you are willing really to heal from whatever that happened. I want you to ask that person, why did the friendship end, or why did the relationship ended? Like umbuzo uthi why. If they do not respond, that's the answer. Already, the disrespect is the answer. They're just showing you already which they don't care. So the relationship ended because they don't care about you. And when do we give a fuck? No. So just make sure again, you ask the like the person why did the relationship ended, and if about penduli, that's the response. They don't care about you. But I've seen because not everyone is for everyone, Chum. Not everyone is for everyone. So yeah, it's like I said as well, it's not about you, it's about them. So yeah, but at the same time, for me, like whenever, especially if they cheated on me or they betrayed me, I do not need an explanation. So gone, I'm out, I never look back. So I don't need anything. But if when you're phone, why did you cheat on me? Okay, I'm gonna gain. But just know with the character, so you're just wasting your time. And as well, losing a bad person is never a loss. To me, that's the biggest win. Losing a bad person is never a loss. That is God protecting you, okay? That is God protecting you. And if you have been into a relationship that was literally the worst relationship you've ever had, and now you're gonna like, whoa, like I blind, and you have walked and you have opened your eyes and like, yazin, this is the last time uzongitreat kanje, uyangijwayela kabi, awuphindi ungitreat kanje, and you walk away and you never look back. Chomi, ngikushayela izandla. I'm clapping hands for you, because that is God already blessing you with opening your eyes. Now when you walk away from that relationship, you're thinking like, what the fuck was I in? Okay, so losing a bad person is never a loss. Don't think like, oh mara guys, yo mara shimna guys ngiyamthanda. You know what? If bekakuthanda bekanyeka aza abuse, I mean like you even know that if like bekakuthanda lo muntu lo bekanyeka abuse, and you know that. So when you know that, why should you care? Why made them stand? Don't feel bad for them. Leave them in their own misery. They are the bare minimum, by the way. They are the bare minimum. Actually, they are under the bare minimum. So this guy is in hell. You want to live in hell? No. So create heaven for yourself by getting the fuck out of there, and make sure with our pin. So make sure with our pin. Because if you're and you think like, now it's about phone and and you're like, okay, I think it's gonna get better. Chumi, if it didn't get better by now, in fact it's over worse. So make sure with our pin because goes over worse. Boma baranyana kanje boma bheki emlangeni awuyifunda into le. So make sure that you don't feel bad for these people, because these people are not okay. Don't think like, oh my god, they feel bad that they cheated. No, they don't feel bad that cheated. They feel bad that you find it out, because if azange find out bebazoqhubeka. So kubonisa ukuthi badelela bakujwayela kabi. No, don't go back. Ungalingi ubuyele, ungalingi. And also to prove that the situation was never about you, angazi forgo hamba kule relationship ne. And then when you get there, how this person is literally glowing, alright, sekathola ama-goals wakhe, sekathola ama-followers more, angazi, sekaphasa, sekayenzani, like, and even like one now you start to put this person into a pedestal. We are glamorizing ngokwakho, meanwhile you're in that friendship or relationship. But when I'm out to beg, oh my god, like awukho right, you're being trained, you are so lost, and I understand you are just in an emotional state and you're confused. But by the time, the minute you step out of that relationship, or and you look back, all of a sudden, you're glowing, your heel is healing. How? So variety, so much from the inside out. People are drawing to you. What happened? There was an energy exchange. There was an energy exchange. So if that happened to you, so basically, it means that you are not the problem then. You were never the problem. Just that bona, they were empty. By the time ni clash, okay, you're saka ilight yako. But the moment you're like, you know what? Nope, chumi, hamba, and leave me with my life and uzoba na chumi. Uba right. You were not the problem then. You were never the problem. If chumine, you're thinking of seeking revenge, to me, that's the worst idea ever. That is the worst idea ever. You know why, Nichum? These people that betray you, okay, that are disrespecting you, okay, sharp. These people are bad people, okay. Like, oh, if you could just look at people, at these people on an energetic level, their vibration is very low. Vibration is very low. It sucks. So if like Joe Lomund upants and when you are there, like I said, you are there. If you are stepping down on this person, tell me, why would you do that? Why would you? I was when you could see, I'm so why would you show them? No, the best revenge you can do is just living a better life for yourself and making sure this person didn't do shit to you. They didn't do dirty. And like with or without you, Chumi, I know my worth and I don't need you to prove my worth. I know my worth. So you have to show this person like they didn't do bad, or like whatever they did to you didn't hurt you like they thought it would. This is the best you can, like, this is the best revenge you can ever take. This is the best revenge. Just creating a better life for yourself, leveling yourself up is the biggest revenge. You don't need to do them like they did you. No, 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 no. You don't need to do them dirty. You don't need to. Are we doing that today? If you are bullied, they cheer on you, grow up in your power, become a person that will never ever touch again. Become a person that will never ever touch again. Grow up in your power. So focus on yourself. The way you can do this is by watching the previous video of about being confident. Izokusiza kakhulu video leyo. If equality setting yakhona ayikho right, uyilungisa ne. Uzoya kuma settings okay, ngizoyibeka khona la. But bear with me. Make sure that you also focus on yourself. You focus on your life, focusing on leveling yourself up and being like chomi ukloy. Because honestly, every time I get out of a bad situation or like something bad happens to me, I make sure to I glow. Nyaklo. I mean, obviously, like la anko right with the camera. I don't know. I look hilarious, but I've never cared about that. I just care about the message in niggas because my goal is to help you guys. But bear with me, chum. Things I'm show. Like honestly, like njengoba ngisisincane ne bengimuhle ne mara manje I'm even way more and I'm way more beautiful, like to a point like it gets to a point I just look at myself in the mirror, I'm like whoa, like I'm really beautiful. And imagine like singing mina. And even when you look like a Victoria's Secret model, nangas, but yeah, I know it's mutle, so you have to do the same thing as well. And I honestly get inspired as well mang mana girl, especially about Instagram, okay, about chitela nana, and they becoming the best version of this of themselves. I'm like, okay, yeah, who's a girl? Clock it, to fill my love. So make sure you focus on yourself. Buya video on the previous one of how to become confident. Focus on your confidence. Focus on the way you allow people to treat you. Focus on improving yourself, on becoming more beautiful. Nakona focus, like the aim when you focus on yourself, the aim for this is to make sure that we are caught look. Maloku busy ukala vele ufocus kuwe. Okay, sharp uzoloku busy ngicabanga ne. But it's very normal, but make sure with uzoba like isikhathi masihamba ayingisaloku busy ngicabanga lomuntu leyo. So make sure that you focus on yourself. This is the time you have to be more even extra like you have to treat yourself with extra careness and careness angazi. You have to make sure that you are sweet to yourself. So yeah, and I'm just so glad that as long as you are watching this video and you're still breathing, because I want to get back on suitcase, but I'm just so glad as long as you're still breathing and you're watching this video and you're reading, you are reading to heal yourself. I'm just so glad, guys, and with your stress is not that bad. But to me, Mamela, you will rise again and again and again. And every person that has done you badly will always have to watch you rise. You will rise and you will rise. You will rise on another level. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. And yeah, yo. Thank you so much, guys. Love you.